Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video. And I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting something like a Final Fantasy Brave Exvius raid or something. But this is completely out of nowhere. Xenogears is back once again, and I think they've understood that it's kind of like a money maker, and that's the reason why it's coming back so soon. Because keep in mind, Graph and Id are not that old, so. We have Citan, or the other one with the S instead. It's kind of a funny name that they gave him in Japanese. And Elly. So Elly is getting Neovision base. Sadly, for all you guys, including myself, that were hoping that she was going to get Neovision Awakening, just Neovision base. That was probably better anyways, because she's probably going to have a lot of more stats than a Neovision Awakening, and I doubt that she would have much stats if she was Neovision Awakening, so I guess this is fine. And the two cards here are something that this one I definitely would pick. I didn't think they would pick this one, because, I mean, I guess. This one is when Citan gets his sword later in the game on disc 2. So then you're able to use his sword. And this one is the Sophia painting, who is, spoiler alert, Elly's previous reincarnation, or whatever you want to call it. So there's that. But I didn't think they would actually pick this as her card, but that's fine. They're probably not going to be anything too special in terms of stats. Probably 500 flat attack and magic at the end, and maybe some interesting things in between. But they are collaboration units, so I hope that they'll be interesting. And then the rest is like usual stuff, like probably Chronicle Battle or something like that. And in the EX trial and the event, which is a King Mug. Huh. So, is it going back to the other version of a King Mug? Because we're literally in the middle of a King Mug right now. I'm still trying to finish it. It's 50 energy and you don't get very much EP, so it's like I'm trying to grind this. I'm trying to grind this King Mug. So maybe this is a more traditional King Mug. And then the usual stuff. Hopefully. Graph and it doesn't feel like they would. It doesn't feel like they should be getting a buff, but because it's so early. But like at the same time, who knows when Xenogears is going to come back again? So maybe you buff Graph and Id. What do you guys think in the comment section down below? Should Id and Graph be buffed? I mean, they buffed the Dragon Quest Neovision units not too long ago. They weren't very good, but they did get buffed. So I don't know what Graph could like. The only thing Graph needs is just a higher mod, I guess, because he's still not bad. It's just that there's other competition now. Back then, when he came out, there was almost no competition for a side finisher in Dark Visions and stuff. But now there's a lot more competition, so it's a little harder to bring him along. But he still does good damage, just not the best damage anymore. So maybe you buff up his cooldown in his Brave Shift form. I don't know. He still has the weakness. I mean, of course, he has a lot of attack, but now there's a lot of DPS that are actually reaching his attack, but with a weapon. So maybe just make his unarmed attack even more, so it's even more ridiculous. So he can get like 15k or something like that, something super ridiculous, and then increase his modifier a little bit. I think that would help out a little bit, or just let him equip weapons again, and his attack would be a little bit lower, but he would have variance. So I don't know. It needs a lot more help. his modifier, his LB modifier needs to be like doubled for him to be even moderately useful. So it needs way more help than Graph. Anyways, hopefully Elly and Citan are going to be pretty interesting and good. I'm going to try and farm up Lapis. I just spent stuff that I didn't want to really spend on Dokkan, so this is really bad timing. So if you want to help me out, if you want to see some Xenogears pulls in more detail, make sure you click the join button, help subscribe to the channel, click the like button. All those kind of things help out the channel a little bit here and there. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.